Jack, first of all, just tell us a little bit about your own form and how you felt over the last few months or so, because you virtually played every league game now. Do you kind of feel more or less up and running now as a Port Vale player?
Yeah, of course. I think January was a bit of a strange month with a lot of postponements, and we didn't really get into much of a rhythm just due to the weather and nothing really in our control. And but now this month there's games. We've got 7 games this month, so yeah, I feel like obviously I've settled in well, and I'm ready now to just obviously keep improving and keep ticking games off, and yeah, try and get some more wins.
Has this season been good for you just for playing games more than anything else? Because we know what happened last year, but has this season just helped you, not build your confidence back up, but get back to really where you thought you were at the peak of your powers?
Yeah, I think I'm just enjoying it a lot. Playing every week, being involved in good results, positive results is always nice, and just again for me, just keep trying to improve, keep trying to see how good I can become, and hopefully help this club.
What's it been like working with Carlo Nash? He's obviously a very experienced goalkeeper and has played at the highest level.
Yeah, me and Nash get on really well. He's quite an intense coach, but yeah, we sort of we work really well together, and he does a lot of analysis, which is sort of new to me as well, and I've enjoyed every sort of minute working with him.
Have you learned a lot from him that maybe stuff you hadn't picked up before?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the analysis side, he looks into everything with a lot of detail, and I feel like I've learned a lot this season, some new things, and hopefully I can just keep learning off him.
How does that help as a goalkeeper? Because it's very different now to when he was playing, obviously, for what the demands are that are on you.
Yeah, I think to be fair to Nashi, everything is sort of like modern now, and he's so up to date with everything, and I can't speak highly enough of him. Like we get on very well. Like after a game, he'll call me the next day, like to get our thoughts, and it's very he's very sort of intense, and that's sort of the way I like it. How
does all that analysis help a modern goalkeeper in terms of things like positioning and communication and all that? How does it help you?
It helps a lot. I mean, I can't always see everything myself, so there's a camera behind the goal, obviously the camera we have, the footage we have here from the side of the pitch, so yeah, there's nothing really missed anymore these days, so sort of any way I can sort of improve is picked up on, and we work on it obviously in the next few days.
Do you feel improved as a goalkeeper in your time here?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've improved, and hopefully I can keep improving.
What's the rest of the management team like? Because obviously the manager brought you here quite late in the window, but he more or less made you his first choice. So does that work well for a keeper, knowing that in some cases, even though there's competition, you are the number one in the manager's eyes?
Yeah, I think so. I think that does help. I think that gives you a bit of licence to be a bit freer. I've had it maybe the other way round where you're not as confident. But yeah, definitely I feel like the competition here is good. I mean, Stoney's a good keeper. We push each other every day, so and we also get on quite well. So it's good to have that competition in the squad. And I know I've got to be on it to still keep my place.
You've acted as kind of like a fifth centre half at some occasions, haven't you, when you've had to come out and get the ball and stuff. So again, is that something you're getting more comfortable with, acting as a sweeper keeper?
Yeah, that was definitely new this season. And it took me a while to sort of pick up on it, but now I feel comfortable doing it, and I think it just works well playing out sometimes and beating their press. So yeah, it's something we've worked on, and it's working.
Majority of the defenders in front of you, well, all of them really are comfortable with the ball at the feet. Does that help you as well, when you know that if you've got to go short as opposed to going long, you've got players in front of you who are capable of dealing with the ball to feet? Yeah,
definitely. That's important these days. Everyone's trying to play out from the back and build from the back, and that starts with the keeper and the defender. So I think everyone's got to be comfortable and confident receiving the ball off me, otherwise it's not going to work. So the lads have been great in front of me. So yeah, can't say a bad word really.
No, you played a lot of League One football last year. You're playing a lot of League One football this year. For you, how tough is this standard? Because we've seen that Vale got promoted last year and then have come up and made a really good start. But for you, how tough is the standard at this level, do you reckon?
Yeah, the league's always tough, especially this year. you can see how many big teams are in this league. Clubs that, you know, if you went away from football and didn't know, you'd say there could be Championship, Premier League teams. So yeah, I mean, every game is tough. So it's a real competitive league. Every game's so difficult and so unique. So yeah, that's why you just got to sort of take every game as it comes and try and obviously get maximum points.
And lastly, 3 games coming up against teams who are above you in the league at the moment, and you know, to pick up points out of those will be you know, a bit of a marker after a bit of a sticky January, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is probably the first spell since I've been here where maybe it hasn't gone so well in consecutive games. So yeah, we're looking to sort of bounce back really quickly now and put a run together ourselves. I think that's what we need to do. I think if we obviously start this weekend against a Shrewsbury team that are doing really well, that will give us a good confidence boost.
You go to Shrewsbury, Jack, obviously, as you say, a bit in different form at the moment, but you have shown in the past that you can bounce back, and the ideal time against the side of probably one of the form teams in the league at the moment, 5 unbeaten.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they're doing really well at the minute, so it'll be a tough game. But yeah, I mean, the lads downstairs, their characters is great. You see how many points we've won from going a goal back and bouncing back, like you just said. So I'm sure that we go down Saturday, try and get the result, and then yeah, build a little run together ourselves.
And you, on a personal note, you're building up that good relationship with the defenders in front, aren't you? As you've just alluded to, coming out and obviously using the ball yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I think we work on that a lot, to be fair, in training and trying to break the first line of press. So obviously that starts from me and the defenders. So if we can get that right, we have obviously more chance of creating an attack ourselves. So yeah.